Here we are once again in little Clumber Park today. Such some of the oldest trees in this park here. Look at the size of that and that, all over, beautiful. One of the best places to wander around, and this more so now that no traffic at all is actually allowed on this road. And this road runs for about 2 miles. So 2 miles of road with no traffic. Always a fantastic option for a run. Reason for a closure in the main is the bridge that was still being repaired just a little way back in that direction. This is so very nice. Again, imagine, look, you do not see many animals, even though it is almost devoid of humans, because of all animals will be sheltering in the vegetation down here all over. And there are lots of animals here, more so squirrels probably more than most things, but yes, absolutely everywhere here is teeming with mammal life. So peaceful. Seriously, even now, look at that, beautiful. So good. Ooh. Some birds over there, pigeons being frightened by something. Still autumnish, not many leaves left on the trees anymore. Still, it's gone quiet. Oh, look at that for a big tree there. Wow. Magnificent. Again, National Trust property. Fenced areas here due to them keeping animals in certain areas down here. For some of that, yes, it is for animals, yes, that's why they've got a gate here like this. Fabulous. No gate, no fencing on this side, because this is left to be as natural as possible. What they did do here very many years ago was that they removed thousands of rhododendron that used to be quite thick hedging, very dense living areas for many animals. They've still got plenty of living areas here with this wild and everything, but the rhododendron were big bushes that went up higher, so many more animals could live in it. This is the most dense you've got now, which is well protected for anything living in there. Obviously more so protected from humans. But this is just so beautiful. Just seeing if you can probably see that nest up on that tree. So many things. Yeah, so the only people that tend to come down here are very few walkers, but more cyclists and runners. Or it was when I used to run this area. Another big old tree there, look. See? Notice that I've walked quite a way down here, and yet you don't always see these trees until you've just passed them. Simply because there's so many good trees here. This road leads out to what would have been another exit to this park. This is an exit to this park, which is, no, it's not, I can't remember the name, but it comes out of the Clumber Park Hotel, which is just outside the park. Here they go. Now, of course, because it's National Trust, they over-vastly control because of they farm the place, the land. They control how many animals they actually put on an area. And it looks like this area has actually been cleared of animals at present, because there isn't any in all this part that I've just walked up. So you see, this is part of the abuse of animals, really, in that it is humans deciding where those animals will be, and not the animals deciding to be where they want to wander. Now, when they're in that area, when it gets really bad weather, like say it's extra hot or extra cold, the farm animals will shelter at the edges of this woodland and sometimes into it, but they do not destroy it by being there, and would not. Otherwise, the deer that are around here would have destroyed it long before. And yet they have people come out here to shoot the deer around here when there is absolutely no need to. The deer do not overpopulate, they do not cause excessive damage, as is obvious here, because of, even though they keep the numbers low, if if deer were causing damage, there would be noticeable damage even with the few that are here. Their population would only marginally increase, and only to where they feel safe to actually eat. Right on the edge of the road, this massive tree right here, right directly above. And of course, this one's biggest, it looks oldest. Old gnarly tree there. It's such a nice day today to be out here. Such a gorgeous day. Just a little bit of sun shining through too, even though it's been quite dull all day. She's quite amazing. They obviously still, the park staff drive up and down this road every now and again. I would say it probably at least once a day, just to check up on this area. Certainly they want this road to stay open for when they do actually open this road up again, and also for access to all parts of this park. Numerous paths on and off this road, and certainly the tracks for forest management or forest removal, as they are, seeing as they have commercial forests right here as well. Obviously alongside the roads here they make sure it's all mixed woodland, so tree removal from this area will be minimal. A lot of it will be left to be collected to rot into the ground around here. You have to look at this for a tree here. Simply magnificent. Trees over there, little bird. Probably can't see it, and I haven't got a zoom on this to actually zoom in on it. We have so got people wandering around here still. Put that back to normal. You know, I can now do a little bit of zooming. And carry on. So much needing to be done. And again, all the way down this road, the fencing has been on this side. So it's obviously animal farming areas. This is one of the footpaths paths that go up into the woods off the road here. Of course, that's the path going down. That goes down to the lake, the main water feature of the park, in front of the house. See these magnificent trees hidden away amongst this gorgeous woodland area. And here, this little area is more a newer type of woodland. There's got younger trees in that area, and even here on this side there's quite a lot of newer trees. So wonderful. It's so great to be wandering around this fantastic park. And even better, without people. This is the way things exist normally on this side, the way things exist without interference. Imagine for tens of years much of this land has not been set foot on. It is a massively busy park. It gets well over 100,000 visitors every year, probably many more. So even the most well out of the way places, likely during the summer more than any other time, many of these areas will get a little trodden through, but there will be areas that will not have been walked on for decades. And my guess is that further down this road we will come across some animals on this land, because they do, and the trusts tend to work on the basis of them being farmed as free range, as they call it. Free range, not free range obviously, because they're not allowed to wander outside this fence, so they are not free range, they're not free at all, but they'll be classed it simply because they can wander over a large area. Such is the silliness of the illusion that is created for humans to deny compassion for animals that they will consume. It's a ridiculous situation. See that one? Massively ridiculous situation. Just there, yet another path coming up that goes in further into the forest. Now down that area, just a few years ago, they just took out a massive area of trees. See, they took out massive area of trees out of that area, and a lot of that is very young trees that have been put in to replace it, starting the cycle all over again of growing another commercial woodland.